What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gooner channel, and I thought I'd just do a really quick video with my predicted lineup and match prediction for this evening's 5:30 kickoff at home to Brentford. Of course, it's a must-win game. They all are. This is one of only 11 games left in the season in what looks like could be the closest race to the title that we have in living memory. And unlikely to be a lot of changes. We know, for example, that David Raya won't be able to play, so Ramsdale comes in. I know there are a lot of you that want to see more of Ramsdale. We have to be honest, we've conceded 4 shots on goal in the last 5 games. Raya is a part of that. His performances as sweeper keeper as we push higher and higher up the pitch have really made a massive difference, I think. And we're looking for Ramsdale to come in and kind of replicate that, which is not his natural game. It's unlikely he's going to have a lot to do, and therefore it's really unlikely that he's going to be able to impress enough to take Raya's position off him. I hope that he doesn't have a terrible performance and concede a silly goal, but I still think we're going to have enough about us to beat Brentford. Martinelli is the other player that's unlikely to play. He hasn't trained much, and it looks like they're keeping him fit for the game against Porto. And he's another player who I don't think really suited this game anyway. His performances this season, his better performances have been where he has space to run into. He is an electrifying talent when he has acres of space to run into. But in a congested game like this is likely to be similar to the one we played against Newcastle, the away games we've played, I think Trossard is tricky enough to play there, and interchange between him and Kai Havertz is going to be really important. But it would be nice to see Emil Smith-Rowe start a game, because rumours have started surfacing again that he's unlikely to stay at Arsenal after the summer, and I think that would be a terrible blow to us, and I think that would be a real shame. Don't see any other changes. Likely to play with Jorginho. Brentford are not playing particularly well. Over this season, they've averaged about 2 to 3 shots on target. So they're going to really need to maximise those. And of course, since he's come back from his suspension for betting irregularities, or whatever you want to call it, Ivan Toney has scored 4 in 8. And it would be just typical if he popped up with a goal against us. When all of the noise in the January transfer window was just how badly we needed a striker. Of course, we are now the league's leading goal scorers. It would be fantastic if we could add a hatful of goals to that as well, to put even more pressure on Manchester City and Liverpool, who face off tomorrow in what is going to be one of the games of the season. I can't call that one, but I do know they can't both take maximum points. So it's conceivable to me that we will remain top after this weekend, and that is a huge advantage Arsenal as we go to our next game at the Etihad at the end of March. My prediction for the match is that we will win this 3-0. My predictions have been well off. I said 3-1 for the Sheffield United game. We were 5-0 up at half-time. Is it possible that we'll continue this vein of form? I think we're quietly getting on with our business this year. We're showing a maturity that we didn't show last season. We're not living on our nerves quite as much. Is it possible that Zinchenko might come in, or Tomiyasu? Perhaps both of those aren't quite fit enough yet. Gabby Jesus and Thomas Partey should be on the bench, but I don't see either of them starting. I'm certain that they would more likely be preferred in the game against Porto, which is the next big exciting game to come after that. We have a bit of a break. And it looks like we are coming out of our injuries. It looks like the rest of the season is going to be relatively injury-free, touch wood. That we are going to be in the best position we can hope to be in to take on 2 massive teams in Liverpool and Manchester City. Nobody currently makes us favourite. I think that plays to our advantage as well. As I said, I'm predicting a 3-0 victory here. I'd love to know in the comments how you feel about this game. If you're a little bit anxious, I know this is exactly the sort of game last season that we might have come a cropper in. We might have gone into this with a little bit of complacency. But as this picture in the tunnel against Sheffield United shows, I think there is a steeliness and a determination about us at the moment. Really enjoyed Arteta's press conference. He looks calm, relaxed, focused. And of course, it's been noted that he's not quite jumping around so much in the technical area as he used to. Perhaps he's taking the handbrake off and letting the players play to their natural strengths. Increasingly, Arsenal games are only played in one half of the pitch, and I very much hope that continues tonight. The Emirates crowd is going to play its part. Love to know in the comments how you feel about this. Are you anxious? Are any of us anxious anymore? Of course, on a down note, if we don't get maximum points for this, I think we slip further away from the reckoning in the title race. It is just that at the moment. No one can drop points. Let me know, as I said, let me know in the comments how you feel about it. And till I see you after the game, be lucky! Lots of love.